Hey everybody, I'm here with the Yeggs. How are you guys?
Doing well, man. How are you?
We're here, doing good, man.
Great. Thanks for being patient with my schedule in the past. Um, you guys are in Pittsburgh. Why don't you introduce yourselves and tell me what instruments you play?
Yeah.
Cool. My name's Nick Bello. I play the drums.
I'm Andrew Brest. I play the bass.
Dean Catania, play guitar.
Awesome, awesome. So there's another band in Pittsburgh called the Dread Tones that I interviewed. Are you guys friends with them?
We are, man. We know. I think the guitarist Sammy. He has a side project, Smoke Wagons. They just put out a record, I think, this week.
Oh, really? I didn't know it was this week.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool surf happenings in Pittsburgh. Actually, there's probably 3 or 4 bands, active bands.
Nice.
We haven't really hooked up with the Dreadtones yet, but I would like to.
Nice. Nice. So, what is going on this summer for you guys? I know you had some pretty cool releases last year. The recordings are amazing, by the way, and there'll be a link in the Bandcamp where everybody can check them out. But I mean, they sound really, really crisp.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I know. So, the 5-song EP we did that ourselves over COVID, just kind of sending tracks to one another. So Nick recorded drums, sent it to me. I did bass, and then I sent it to Dean to do guitars, and we kind of mixed everything ourselves. So thank you for saying that. I feel like that was our first foray into like doing things ourselves for the most part.
Yep.
But yeah, we just released a new single last Thursday, so that we did last summer with Matt Very here in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
So that's gonna be on our upcoming album that's coming out June 13th. So looking forward to getting that put out as well.
Awesome. Tell me a bit about. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, hopefully that one sounds a little bit better than the one that we recorded in our basement, in our bedroom.
Yeah, I would hope so.
But no, we recorded with some really great guys.
Yes.
Here in Pittsburgh. Andrew said Matt Very, with Very Tight Recordings. And we sent it out and got it mastered and all. We did it right.
Yes.
Tried to. We're really excited to release this first album of ours.
How what formats do you plan on releasing it on?
I don't know. You can speak to it.
Not a CD. We're not putting it out on a compact disc.
Yeah,
I don't think.
at least not initially. I don't think.
Not initially. It's going to be a digital release, on any streaming platform.
Right.
We're hoping. Well, we're not hoping. We're doing vinyl.
Yeah, yeah.
Which a lot of surfies, I think, are into. But
Yeah.
it's a big effort and it's a lot of money. But yeah, we're going down the vinyl route, and we should have the whole 14 tracks on a cool vinyl, translucent ocean blue record,
Yeah.
available by the release on
June
June
13th.
13th.
June 13th.
Oh, is it pressing right now?
Yeah, yeah. It's in the process of being pressed at the moment.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't even know if we've told anybody that.
Not really.
So
No. I mean, maybe outside of close friends, maybe some of our close friends might know that, but we haven't talked about releasing on vinyl yet. So that's been something that we've kind of kept to ourselves up until now.
Oh, nice. Nice.
you got the scoop, Ryan.
So that's amazing. What can people like the EP release is more traditional surf throwbacks, Link Ray,
Yeah.
Dwayne Eddy. What can people expect? I mean, is the single like a pretty fair representation of what to expect on the album?
I think so. I think the single that we did, Duck and Cover, is, to us, it was one of the first songs when we came together as a band that we kind of wrote together, I think. So I think it spoke to I guess what to expect out of a lot of it. It's something that, I don't know, we put a lot of work into. With that being said, we did do 2 covers out of the 14. So what songs did we cover?
Yes. So it's a 14-track album. 12 of those songs are original songs that we all wrote. And I think Duck and Cover is a good kind of representation.
Yeah.
It's kind of got a little classic twang. There's some tremolo parts and some old school like samples from 50s PSAs and stuff. But it's also a little bit rockin'. Like got a little tinge of punk rock in there.
There's definitely some punk elements to it for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
which I think fits us pretty well, I think. I don't know.
So yeah, 12 original tunes we're really proud of. And then we covered a classic surf tune, Baja,
Oh, yeah.
by the Astronauts, and we covered Let's Lynch the Landlord by Dead Kennedys.
Oh,
Instrumental.
nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 covers and 12 originals.
Very cool. Very cool. Do we have a name for the album?
We do.
Yeah.
It is entitled Heavy Water.
Yes.
Ah, sweet. 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 So, in your own words, describe the music. Not so much the influence, but the sound you're going for.
Well, I don't know. I think it probably differs for each of us, I guess. I don't know. I like to think that we're not just a traditional kind of surf band. I mean, we do play surf rock, but I think we're more in line with like a surf kind of punk vibe myself. More like Agent Orange, I guess, in a way, like old Agent Orange kind of stuff is what I like to go for.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like to think we straddle the line between like a 100% classic traditional surf band, and like a more like surf punk band, maybe like Daikaiju or something like
Yeah,
that. We
Daikaiju,
we
yeah.
kind of are sitting on the fence, I like to think. A lot of our original songs have like really driving kind of punk rock heavy parts.
Yeah.
Great, maybe even a breakdown or two. I don't know. A nasty riff here and there.
Yeah.
But there is really cool old school surf elements. You know,
Yeah.
it's drenched in reverb. We got cool tremolo parts,
Yeah.
surf beats all over the place.
Yeah.
It's kind of the best of both worlds, in my opinion.
I would agree. I would agree with that. I think that's a good way to describe us.
Very cool. Very cool. So, the end of the summer, your album's out. You've played some shows to support it. You sold a few. What's next?
Tours, shows,
Yeah,
gigs.
just trying to gig more, man.
Yeah, a big thing we've been trying to do. We play locally a good bit. We have a monthly surf night that we host at the Thunderbird Music Hall here in Pittsburgh. But additionally to that, just our local gigs, we've been trying to branch out a lot
Yeah.
regionally to like cities within like, I don't know, like an 8-hour drive.
Yeah, 8-hour radius, I think is a good
So
way.
we've been to Philly, like New York City. We went out to Indianapolis and played
Melody Inn.
the Melody Inn,
Punk rock night.
their punk rock night, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was a great time.
If you're in the Indianapolis area, definitely go check out a punk show there
yeah.
on Saturday night.
It was great.
But that, yeah, a lot more of that. Just
Columbus, Cleveland.
Yeah,
I mean, anywhere that's like kind of within, I don't know, a simple drive, or that way we can even set up like 2 or 3 day kind of weekend runs. That's kind of the goal, I think, moving forward once the album's out, is to kind of get a few more runs kind of underway where we can hit New York again and Philly, maybe get out to Chicago, Detroit.
Yeah.
Anywhere that's willing to book us, we're willing to come play, I think.
It works out, man. Pittsburgh, within an 8-hour drive of Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
we can go out and do weekenders. Friday night
Saturday
in
night,
Columbus,
yeah.
Saturday night in Indianapolis, and within about an 8-hour radius, there's a whole lot of options for us. So we like to do the weekend warrior bit a little bit. I'm hoping Surfer Joe will bring us out to Italy or something like that this summer.
Ah,
Joe, if
Hit,
you're
nudge,
listening,
nudge,
brother.
nudge.
Yeah.
very
We
cool.
love the
Cool. Oh, or Twang Stock is closer to you, right? Twang Stock in New York.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool Tiki events. I think Ohana is another Tiki event in New York. I think it was Hukalau, maybe in Florida. Oh God, don't quote me. The West Coast has all sorts of cool surf and Tiki events.
Yeah.
Even Pittsburgh, there's a lot of great Tiki bars, and
Yeah.
like I said, there's about 4 or 5 or maybe 3 surf bands, a handful of rockabilly bands. So there's a little bit of a rock and roll scene here in Pittsburgh.
Very cool. Very cool. What are some of the other bands other than the Dreadtones who we already know about?
Go
The
for it.
Boss Stingrays.
Yes.
We played with them last week at the Thunderbird. The Turbosonics,
Yes.
a long-standing Pittsburgh surf band.
Mhm.
The Outer Limits,
Yes. Those are our boys too.
formerly known as Vertigogo, our good friends Really, really killer surf guys, Outer Limits. Is that all the surf? The Killafish is
Yeah.
another Pittsburgh surf band. Yeah.
There's quite a few.
We already talked about the Dread Tones.
Yeah, the
earlier.
Dread Tones.
The
Yeah,
Dread Tones,
Those
of
guys,
course.
obviously.
It seemed like COVID kind of incubated a lot of these bands. Not all of them, but we were a band for about a year before COVID, and we formed up a set list, and we learned 20, 30 songs, and our very first gig got canceled in
It was like
Ah.
March
19
March
Yeah.
26th or something like
of
that.
COVID.
It was the first weekend where they're like, well,
everything
shelter
shut
in
down.
place, the city shut down, stay at home.
Yeah.
Like that first weekend was our first gig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what we turned and we decided to record some songs and put that EP out, the 5 songs that we did, with Stock and Dwayne Eddy and all that.
Yeah.
We were like, well, if we can't play shows, we might as well record and do something productive.
Yeah, just do it remotely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember specifically that day. I got up to go to work and I saw a text on my phone, "Don't come in." And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Don't come in? Like, what did I do?"
Right.
Anyway, I heard like because I work in the Wells Fargo Center where the Sixers and the Flyers play,
Yeah.
and everything was shut down. Like you couldn't get in the building, and I was
Wow.
like, "Oh, well, that was the end of that for what, a year and a half."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna let you finish things off by maybe mentioning something I hadn't asked about or just, you know, telling us a little bit more about yourself or story that might be interesting.
Well, here's something interesting I got for you, Ryan. We all know each other from like high school.
Yeah.
I won't say our ages now on camera, but we were all like playing crappy little fire halls back in the day. We were actually never in the same band.
No.
We were all in separate, like funny high school metal bands.
Yeah, we all came from playing metal, like metalcore back in, I don't know, 2000, early 2000s.
Yep.
All played shows with each other, but just all in different bands. And then I don't know, in our 30s now, we all met up and formed this band. I don't know. I never played surf before Dean had asked me to play bass.
Me either. Yeah.
And it's turned into this, and I don't think any of us could be happier, honestly.
It's just kind of cool to connect with some hometown people
Yeah.
that you played in high school with, and now like 20 years later, you're kind of rocking and rolling all over town. So yeah, we're having a good time. We're really proud of this record.
Yes, yeah.
We have some killer shows this summer. We're playing with Messer Chups,
Yep.
Surfer Joe.
Yeah.
We're playing with the Surfer Jets
Surfer Jets.
here in Pittsburgh.
Awesome.
Going to Cleveland a couple times. I know that we're playing Beach Bash up in Cleveland right after 4th of July. That's just a bunch of regional kind of surf garage bands. That's like July 5th, I think, up at Little Rose Tavern. We'll be up there. But yeah, I don't know. We're trying to book some more kind of weekend runs and try and get out. Come back to Philly, come out there. So if we come back out that way, come see us, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Buy you dinner.
Yeah, we'll get you dinner.
Awesome. You got to play at the fire. I saw Surfer Joe at the fire with the coffin daggers.
Oh, dude, right on.
That's where you got to play. It's on Spring Garden, 4th and Spring Garden.
Were we around that area?
We considered the fire. We almost booked the fire, man. We played at a place called Tin Can.
Tin Can,
in
yeah.
Oh
Philly.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's in Old City, right?
I don't know what part. I don't know what neighborhood. Maybe Port Richmond, something
Okay.
around there,
All right.
something like that. I think.
Yeah,
That's the only time I've ever been to Philadelphia. To be honest, man, was when we played there.
Me too.
Not for any other reason, but I will definitely come back. I had a good time. Out of the food, they treated us well at Tin Can. She gave us a free
Yeah, that
meal.
place was
Like
awesome.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
She was really nice.
Cool. Well, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the record, the vinyl, and everybody who wants to get to know more about the Yeggs and their music. Check them out on Instagram, and also the link in the bio will be to their Bandcamp page where you can go sample their music and pick up some vinyl and support the cause. Take care, guys.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Ryan. Have a good one, man.
Later, man.